guys, in this video I'm going to be sharing with you my blog income report for July of 2021, and I will say and caveat that I've been doing this for 10 years and this is a slow growth for me. I totally get it. The numbers probably don't match the amount of time and effort and tears that I've put into this blog, but for those of you guys who are trying to start out and you're looking at these numbers that I'm sharing with you in awe, just know that it took 10 years of blood, sweat, and tears and learning and basically failing along the way in order to get to these numbers. For those of you that are like, hey, that's not that much money, great, you know, this is a side hustle for me and it's money that I use to basically fund my family's vacations or when I want to buy really expensive furniture so that it doesn't come from my actual income stash. And for those of you guys that don't know, I blog in the margins of life. I have 4 kids and I also have a career outside of the blog. So I wanted to just kind of share that with you. Right now I've been spending about maybe 2 to 5 hours a week on my blog, and that's pretty much it. Whether it's creating content, whether it's taking photos, doing DIY projects around the house, or just like writing content or optimizing my content, literally I spend about 2 to 5 hours a week on my blog, and it's when the kids are basically asleep when I'm trying to get this content done. Real quick, want to kind of share with you guys the strategies that I have taken over the past month or so. As you guys know, I was kind of sick with COVID for about 2.5 weeks. It was pretty horrible, so I literally wasn't on the computer at all. And so the numbers I'm about to show you, I was actually sick between July 3rd all the way up to I think July 14th is when I actually came home from the hospital, and so I didn't touch the blog at all during that point. And as you guys know, blogging can be very passive, and so when I show you these numbers, just know that it didn't work half the month, and that's the money that I'm bringing in. And as I mentioned in my email newsletter, if you guys haven't checked out my email newsletter, go ahead and check out the link below where I kind of share in detail the strategies that I'm taking. But what I talked about was that I installed WP Rocket. I also migrated my lifestyle blog from a basically multi-site WordPress site to a single site, which then changed my URL structure. And I know a lot of bloggers and a lot of SEOs have said, do not change your URL structure. Well, with the migration, I didn't realize it was going to completely change the URL structure, and there's a lot of redirects on my site right now, so I don't know how that's going to impact my traffic. Right now, I'm actually seeing it dip quite a bit, and so that's what I'm worried about in terms of next month, how much my income for the lifestyle blog will actually dip, and so that'll be an interesting case study to look at. Also, my food blog, I haven't written a lot of content, but one of the strategies I did implement was hiring some virtual assistants on basically Facebook groups as well as Upwork to create basically titles and descriptions for Pinterest, because I absolutely hate writing. I know being a blogger, you shouldn't hate writing, but I just hate writing little descriptions, and so I just hired that out, and I spent quite a bit of money. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the computer and kind of show you how much I spent there, also all the income that I made this month. And if you guys like content like this, make sure you click on the subscribe button. Help me hit that 1,000 subscriber mark so that I can kind of show you what the income report for a YouTube channel like this is compared to a lifestyle channel where I talk about motherhood and basically home DIY projects. All right, so let's start off with the numbers because I know that's what you guys want to see. So for 2 of my blogs, I made over $4,300 in the month of July, knowing that I was in the hospital the first 2 weeks. So Mediavine is obviously my ad company, and that's where I make all the money. Basically, Amazon and Reward Style only make up $400, and then the YouTube lifestyle blog, it made more than what I initially had thought. And this is from the month of July. So the 1st all the way to the 31st is that's basically what I made from YouTube. And so if you guys want to see the breakdown of month to month, this is basically Mediavine's like dashboard that I took screenshots of. And as you can see, from May, June, and July, I made a little bit less in July, again, summer slump. And then you have the food blog where I made less, about $500. It might be because people are eating out, I don't know. I'm hoping that this kind of continues to increase. I didn't do a lot of structural changes on the food blog. It was more of the lifestyle blog. The only thing I did with the food blog was I moved from Mediavine's Trellis all the way to Foodie Blogs and the Feast plugin. And then I added I also removed Short Pixel because Big Scoots told me that because I have the Cloudflare Enterprise account, I didn't need Short Pixel anymore. So I might kind of test that out here in the next 2 months or so to kind of compare whether or not adding Short Pixel with Cloudflare Enterprise and WP Rocket is actually going to boost my basically speed on my site, which will then allow Google to rank me better on content. So anyway, that's like a future project, but overall, this is what I made. And as you can see, July I dipped. And then from Amazon Associates, you can see I had I feel like this number is completely off. That click-through rate's like really high. conversion rate. Conversion rate is what I wanted to see. 8.37%. I know that across the industry, from both like email and affiliate links and all that, a 6% conversion rate is pretty high, and generally you would see like a 1 to 2% conversion rate, and so that's pretty good. Here, reward style, you can see that I made $221. I should kind of dive in to see where all these clicks are coming from that has the affiliate links, but I've been too lazy to do that, and I've just had too much stuff on my plate, but it would have been a great thing for me to do. But what I have done on my lifestyle blog is set up so that like a click to an affiliate link is considered an event, and I'm using Google Tag Manager for that. So for every link that I have from an affiliate program, so like I use Amazon, Skimlinks, Target, ShareSell, Pottery Barn, those are Impact Radius actually, but from those affiliate links, what I do is I create an event, and then I'm able to kind of see and analyze that in Google Analytics. So I have all the data. I just need to analyze and go back to the pages that actually have that content, so I can make sure that I update the content with more affiliate links and sprinkle those in there, which will in turn increase my income. But I haven't done that. What I'm telling you, it is possible to see like where the money is coming from. All right, so this is my YouTube analytics. As you can see, July 1st to the 31st, I made $250, and then here you can see that my top ranking video is actually on HelloFresh for a family of 6. This DIY project where I made like outdoor furniture, and I literally have like this 2-minute video on how to like plug in one of these USB-C things into my van. I literally just did like a 2-minute video with my phone, and that's driving $27 last month. And so, I mean, 25 times 12, what is that? Like $300, like to create a 2-minute video for a year. I mean, that's amazing, right? And then the exposed basement ceiling where my husband painted like the ceiling white. So that's what's bringing me in money. The great thing about YouTube is that like no one can replicate your personality and what you do and what you're talking about and basically how you convey and communicate information. And so that's really what I like about YouTube, is that it's easy, or easier than blogging, and I feel like all you have to do is upload video, create really good content, and just making sure that you know what your audience wants. Like basically you guys want income reports and you want blog tips, and you guys really like technology, and so that's what I try to curate here on this YouTube channel, and I find it really fascinating and actually really easy to create content here because I love talking about this stuff. And so that's why I prefer YouTube over blog content, but right now blog content is what's bringing me money, and so obviously I'm going to focus on that first before YouTube. So here you can see I made $250.14 from this YouTube channel. And then what I wanted to share with you guys is Pinterest. Okay, so I think Pinterest is like having a moment of like insanity, if I'm being honest. So a lot of my traffic is dying right now, and I know that I paused Tailwind for a couple months, so maybe that's why. But when I'm looking at my analytics, so I created this Pinterest report just to see like where all the traffic is coming from and also how much my traffic is dipping. All right, so let's look at both blogs and show you what the Pinterest traffic actually looked like last month compared to last year, okay? And as you can see, I've always like, I mean, at least it's consistent, right? You can see like up and down, up and down, up and down for the lifestyle blog. But as you can see, it's like dipped from last year to this year. So I don't know if Pinterest is not giving much love to their content creators right now and maybe focus on creating ads. Maybe that's it. I have no idea. But as you can see here, my traffic from Pinterest is not that great. And then if you go to the food blog, same thing. Between this July 6th and August 4th, I didn't change it from last month, but that's right now. But between these dates, right, compared to last year, you can see that my traffic was way up, right? And now this year for Pinterest, it's way down. So Pinterest as a source of traffic isn't doing that great for me. It's still bringing in traffic, but it's not as great as it was last year. So what I'm trying to do is actually maybe put some more effort into Pinterest to see if that would help. I've invested $750, which is ridiculous, for someone to create Pinterest pins and descriptions for me so that all I have to do is copy and paste into Tailwind, and I just create the images. The images are really easy for me to create. I'll go ahead and link out to the Adobe XD video where I show you how to create templates for basically Pinterest and create images really easily. But here, what I'm doing is I'm having someone write the titles and descriptions. And all I have to do is copy and paste those two things along with the URL and paste it into Tailwind and then schedule it through their interval feature, and then the content's out there forever and ever. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I'll let you guys know how that turns out. So what you guys came here for is how much money I made. Again, $4,300. And what I will say is that it's not easy to blog, right? You have to love creating content. You have to love or half love writing. And so that's at the end of the day, the core of this is basically producing content. If you guys want to learn how to blog, or basically what I've learned along the way, go ahead and check out the link below for signing up for my course. It's completely free. I share what I know, and the only reason why I do that is because I want people to have the opportunity that I had to furnish my home, have this extra money, like when I had 4 kids in daycare at the same time, but also learn a few skills, because I think blogging is really fun and educational, and also allows you to kind of level up your skills in terms of like SEO, marketing, and all that jazz. So I have created a course. Go ahead and check out the link below. All you have to do is sign up. I have a few lessons only out there, but if you also sign up for my newsletter, I let you guys know when I update the course with more content. It's gonna be a slow drip, guys, because it's like the last thing on my list, but I promise you I will get through the entire course at least by the end of next year, is what I'm hoping. So there you have it. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to comment below, or even go into the lessons, and you can actually comment there if you have questions on any of the processes that I share. Make sure you click subscribe so I can get to that 1,000 number. Thanks guys, take care.